Hello, I am Stephanie Joy, the attorney at All Things Social Security and Joy Disability Law. Your video is about to start. I just wanted to remind you that if you click the join button below, you can learn more about the memberships offered at a very affordable price that can give you a little more direct attorney answers to your questions. Have a great day and enjoy the video. Hey, happy Memorial Weekend, Sunday. I don't even know if it's a good thing to say happy when it's Memorial Weekend, but I hope everyone's having a memorable one and thinking about what it is meant for. Anywho, moving on, let's look at the Social Security roundup for last week. This would be Monday the 20th. It was about, oh yeah, when you're a representative, attorney or non-attorney, suggests that they need to get have access to your records to be able to build a case for you. Similar to how the SSA is going to have access to your records, but you probably want your representative to have them even more, right? And there's different HIPAA releases and such. This is just a little share about, if you think you're going to be holding back some records or cherry picking and all that, and what's with that. Ooh, did you hear that? That was a dog breaking something. Okay, so that was on Monday. Then on Tuesday, the 21st, this was about what not to do when you're doing your appeal. If you're pro se and you're filling out that appeal online or on paper, something you don't want to do and some things you do want to do to make that the best appeal notice you can provide. Okay, on the 22nd, this was answering someone's question about it concerns retirement. If a person is on Social Security disability and then they pass away after being on Social Security disability, but before they would be on Social Security retirement, will their spouse be able to collect a spousal retirement based on their work record? And we go into a little bit of that. On the 23rd, this was about the situation when you expect your child to get a 50% dependent benefit off of a disabled, say an ex, their other parent who is your ex, who may have retired. And when you'll find that your child may not get his full 50%. This probably would also apply if the ex goes on Social Security disability instead of just retires as well. And the 24th, Friday, yes, fraud law review, but of course, this one concerned a Georgia man, 38 years old, collecting SSI, apparently got an overpayment, and he was very, very upset, and he threatened violence at a field office in Augusta, Georgia. I believe it happened in the fall of 2023, if I recall, but he was just convicted in May of 2024. All right, and then we have Saturday. This is about the question, it has to do with impairment-related work expenses and how you can use them if you've tipped over SGA with your part-time work efforts, and how you might be able to deduct things to be under SGA and not therefore lose your disability benefits. And this in particular has to do with health insurance premiums. So if the shoe fits, take a look. And I hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday, had a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Don't be a stranger. Bye now. So you just listened to the week's roundup of all 7 days right behind us and what those video tips were. Are you concerned if you didn't necessarily catch the ones from the week prior to that? Don't worry, we're going to attach it right here. Have a great week, guys. Bye. Happy Sunday. Okay, so let's look at the last week of videos in case you missed any. We had, of course, last Sunday, we had the Sunday Social Security Roundup. Monday, we had, this was kind of an explanation because I get the question a lot. Why are they sending me to a mental consultative examination when my problems are physical. And we go into why that might be. And I kind of stress the importance of allowing for divulgence, if you will, of even the most mild of mental health challenges. It could be anxiety with a reduced concentration, things very mild or moderate, because how they may be the deciding factor in your case, even if you're heavy, as per you, is your physical problems. And it has to do with the fact that you have to carve out all 12,000 or so alleged occupations in the national and regional economies, and most physical things do not do that in and of themselves. Okay, so that was what, Monday, Tuesday, the 14th. This was pretty cool. The SSA put out a, did you hear the dog? Put out a report about their goals specifically with timeframes and everything to improve the experience of claimants in terms of wait time on initial recon, wait for hearings, etc. So, it sounded really, for the most part, very favorable. We'll see how it goes, but that was the announcement. So it was good. And again, we'll see how it goes. Okay, the next day, which was, somehow my screen got all cattywampus here. The next day was, what day did we just say? The 14th? Yeah. So the 15th was about the fact that older couples, such as those that are in retirement age, or I guess it could be actually before that, because it's a big bad surprise when it comes, and if you don't have time to pivot and make up for it, you're in trouble. It has to do with the fact that how survivor benefits work when one spouse passes and leaves the remaining half of the couple on his or her own. So it was kind of sad. The next day, on the 16th, that would be, I believe, Thursday. This was about patients' enforcement of rights to access to their medical records pursuant to HIPAA, some of the pros and the cons, and just my thoughts on how there could be a different avenue to get recourse for medical records or against those that deprive you of your right to medical records, since HIPAA is not exactly all that. Or I should say the OCR, Office of Civil Rights, is not all that when it comes to the individual. Okay. And then we had the 17th, fraud law review. That's right. It was a Connecticut fellow who had been ripping off multiple agencies, not just the SSA, for 22 years. I mean, it was really a clever scheme. It was multifaceted, including the fact that he was working the whole time. But it involves unemployment, food stamps, SNAP, Social Security, disability. Really amazing. The fellow was indicted. I do not, if I recall, he was not yet convicted. So Saturday, May 18th. This is about a black and white rule on what kind of work is going to prevent you from filing your claim right now and what you can do about it. People, I see it frequently enough where people file their claim when they have no standing to do so, and they're going to get denied at step one, and it's never going to go to the medical office for a workup. That's what that one was about. Okay, that's it. That was the week, guys. Have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye now.